What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're getting our powder coating set up, hopefully set up basically. So I bought this oven a little over a month ago, and Denver Mile High Duramax bought me my powder coating gun. Wherever in this mess it's at. Where is it at? Right here is the powder coating gun. So we're gonna be using that and the oven. But the issue is the oven is a 4-prong plug because that's what's standard in the US. That's actually what has to be in houses. It was a law that was passed over 10 years ago that all houses have to have a 4-prong plug installed, and all appliances must use a 4-prong plug. But my dad had this 50 amp 3-prong welder extension cord because the oven is gonna stay in the garage. I don't have enough room inside my house. Let me show you guys where the oven is at. Or not the oven, but the dryer. So my dryer is right in here. And the 4-prong plug is right back here. So what I'm gonna be doing is running an extension cord from that all the way out here to the oven, because our standard oven I could just like switch places with it or whatever, but this is mounted into the granite countertop and it's hardwired into the wall, so I wouldn't be able to just easily switch out that oven and the oven inside. And you don't want to use the oven that you cook your food with to do powder coating, because when you cure powder it releases gases, and those gases can stay in the oven. Then when you cook your food, you're then eating those gases. So I'm gonna keep this out here and use this extension cord. But I told my dad I need a 50 amp, and he was like, I've got a 50 amp. Well, this 50 amp is a 3-prong 50 amp welder extension cord. So it's a big 3-prong like this, instead of the standard dryer 3-prong that is commonly known in the US as this. So what I'm gonna be doing is hardwiring this extension cord into the back of the oven, because these ovens were designed to be use 3 wires or 4 wires. So if it has a 4-prong plug, uses 4 wires. If it's a 3-prong plug, uses 3 wires. And basically the difference is a grounding strap that stays in the center. So I'm not going to show you guys up close because I don't want to be held liable if something happens. So guys, don't do this. Don't repeat anything I'm doing, because I could cause damage. I could burn the house down. I could blow up the oven. I could break or fry the circuit board. There's a lot of different things that could go wrong here, so I'm not going to show anything up close. But basically, I'm going to be wiring the 3 wires off this 3-prong extension cord into the back of the oven, and then running that cord to this, which then in return goes to this adapter where it takes it from a 3-prong to a 4-prong oven outlet, or dryer outlet. I keep saying oven, but it goes to a 4-prong dryer outlet. And so we're gonna plug those two together and plug them into the wall. So I'm gonna get started wiring up the back of the oven, and then wiring up the plug on this, and then going inside and plugging everything in. So before I plug everything in, I'm actually gonna flip the breaker on it just to be safe. That way nothing burns down, nothing blows up, anything like that. Flip the breaker, plug it in, take a couple steps back, flip the breaker, and see if anything burns to the ground. I've had this oven for over a month and a half. I've already got my powder in, I've already got my powder coating done. I don't even know if the oven works. So this is gonna be our test day.
Someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall.
Well, it's officially all wired up. I just put a new GoPro battery in, and it's dead as well, so hopefully this lasts. Thought this battery was fully charged, but then everything all switched over. Everything's all wired up back here. I don't want to show you guys too close because I don't want you guys to mimic me, just in case this doesn't go right. If everything goes right, I'll show you up close. But everything is all wired. So let's go over to our breaker box. Let's find our dryer on here, right here. So we're gonna flip that off. go check and make sure that it is off. So let's just set this somewhere. Okay, it is actually off. Good deal. So we're gonna need this adapter over here. Go ahead and shut this so it doesn't get dumped onto the ground. I'm nervous. Are you guys nervous? Let's see if it blows up. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, nothing. Oh, it fucking worked. Let's go. So let's try. Oh my God. I might have actually done it. I just wired something in a house and it worked. The oven turned on. Oven works for one. That's a great sign. But the oven turned on, nothing blew up, and I just wired everything myself. I'll put pat on the back. I'm gonna wait for the GoPro battery to charge up. It's on 11%. So once this thing starts working, well, up to temperature, I'll let you guys know. And we're gonna be spraying some powder today. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that makes me so freaking happy. I can't even explain it. Guys, this opens so many doors for this channel. Powder coating underneath that. Powder coating underneath that. And guys, I've got something a little bit up my sleeve that I'm planning on doing. Making something fully custom myself that I might be able to sell to you guys. This powder coating gets to help out a lot. So guys, I don't think you understand how ecstatic I am about this. But let's get it up to temperature. Let's get this battery all charged up. And let's start powder coating. All right, so now it's time to open this thing up and see what all it takes to powder coat. So let's get into it. This is our grounding wire, this green wire. This you want to clamp to whatever you're spraying on. This will be your ground. This guy right here. And then this is your control box. Plug this in. This is your trigger, so you'll press this down when you're ready to spray. And then basically just put some powder in this. So I know you're supposed to run this thing at like 3 PSI, I think. So I'm gonna read some instructions, get everything all wired up, and we'll go from there. So everything is all plugged in. This is plugged in. Everything's ran over here. This is our trigger. This is our ground. This is our test piece, just a little basic wrench that comes with like a desk set or a bed set or anything like that. And then we've got our powder coating done with our pressure gauge on it set to 8 PSI. That's the recommended PSI to run. So I'm gonna go get the powder now. This is our powder coat box from Prismatic Powder, the best powder company in the game. And that's not sponsored, trust me. I reached out to Prismatic. I was hoping they'd support the channel, but I never heard back from them. So nothing against them. They get a lot of DMs, I can guarantee that. I know the amount I get at how small my following is. I know they get a lot. So open this up. This is our base. This is called polished aluminum. So you could actually leave it like that, which I think I'm gonna do on some parts on that truck and that truck as well. I haven't ordered the powder for the 85 yet. I've only ordered the powder for the 7.3, which is this right here. So the color we went with is a red, but it's called a Christmas Spirit. And I'm not gonna give away anything about it until we get it done, because I spent good 3 weeks contemplating on what color I wanted and finally decided with this. So we're gonna do our base first, which is this, and we don't really need that much because we're doing such a small piece. So I'm gonna put a very small amount and kind of just see how much we need. They suggest you use like a spoon or anything to get the stuff out. I don't really know what I'm gonna use yet. Might go steal a measuring spoon from my wife. She probably won't know until she watches this video, so that'll be like a month from now. Quarter tablespoon. Here. This is one of the old sets. I guarantee she won't miss this. Yeah, this is one of the old ones. I guarantee she won't even notice. This is gone. So let's get our wire cutter to open that. Pour that in there. Alright, so we have the little wrench in the oven, and the powder, what's cool about Prismatic is they tell you on each thing of powder what temperature for it to cure at and how long. So the polished aluminum is 10 minutes at 375. My Christmas Spirit is 10 minutes at 400. So we're gonna let that sitting there for 10 minutes and then pull it out, let it cool down, and go from there. So you can actually, I don't know if you guys can see it on the GoPro, but you can see it in there. So this is gonna be our first test. I wanna start on something small that didn't really matter. If this goes well, the very next thing we'll be doing is the tip. I can't put the tip on until I get my adapter in. I had to order an adapter from 3.5 to 4 inch because the exhaust pipe on this truck stock is 3.5. And the inlet for the exhaust tip is 4 inch because they don't really make a lot of exhaust tips for the 3.5. And Yita Motor was really cool and sent that exhaust tip out, as well as the headlights for the truck. So gonna get it put on as soon as possible, just waiting for that adapter. No parts stores carried it in stock, and Amazon didn't have it on Prime, so I ordered it, just waiting for it to come in basically. But guys, I'm so excited about this. This is so cool. It's amazing to be able to do stuff like this in my garage. So we painted the truck in here. I mean, we built the bumpers in here, and now we're powder coating in here. This is just opening new windows for us to grow more, learn more, and do new things, guys. I can't wait to see where 2022 takes me. I can't wait to see where you guys go with me, what you guys learn, as well as I'm learning at the same time. I just want to thank you guys for all the people that truly support me, that watch the videos just for me and not necessarily for what's going on. It means the world to me, guys. I can't express that enough, how much it means to me that you guys watch my videos just for me. Me posting my wedding video and all my honeymoon videos, and the same 400 people that watched it out of over 10,000 subscribers, 400 of you guys genuinely just want to watch the videos for me, and I cannot explain how that makes me feel, how happy it makes me. I love all you guys. You guys are all family to me. You guys are all my brothers and sisters. You guys right here to me. I love you all. Oh. All right, so this is it all finished up. That is so cool. I can't believe I just powder coated that. That is the coolest thing ever. So that's gonna be one of our secondary colors underneath the truck, is that polished aluminum. It's almost like a chrome look, but we're gonna be doing that in the red. So I'm gonna let this cool down. You gotta let it completely cool down before you spray it with other powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat lunch while this is cooling, and then come back out, pick it up, and spray our red. So that's going to be preheating. So by the time we get everything sprayed, that should be ready. But now we have to clean our gun out so none of this polished aluminum goes into our Christmas spirit. So I'm gonna go ahead, get all this dumped back into the bag so we can reuse all that, all put back in here, and then we'll get our Christmas spirit going. Alright, so I'm pretty sure something I'm doing is wrong, which is why we are practicing with something that doesn't matter. So I think it has to do with my ground, not so much the green cord, but what's holding the wrench to the oven rack. I think that metal wire got powder on it, and it's not allowing the electric current to go through and ground it out. So the powder will stick to it when we're spraying. I think that's the issue. I could be wrong, but judging off the wrench in here, I mean, we've got a minute and a half left. I tried to hot flock it, and it like looks pink. So here, screw it. We're gonna pull it out. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it looks very pink. Like very pink, but around where the wire is attached to it, it's dark red. So let me try something real quick. Yeah, I think the issue is we're not getting a good ground. I really just want to see what this color looks like. So I'm gonna try spraying it while it's like that, because I don't think this is what it's supposed to look like. I don't get what I'm doing wrong. Yet again, this did not go right. So at some angles it looks darker, like right there you guys can kind of tell, but it still has like a pink look to it. And this right here is the color it's supposed to be. And there was no polished aluminum or anything, that was just overspray that got on it. So what I'm not understanding is, on Prismatic Powder's website, it says this is a two-step powder. It says you spray your polished aluminum, then you spray this. But as you can tell, there was no polished aluminum right here, and that turned out the correct color. So I'm gonna experiment real quick, and I'm gonna powder something. I don't really quite know yet, but I'm gonna powder coat something. And here, let's try this punch. I'm gonna powder coat this punch, and I'm not gonna use any of the polished aluminum first. I'm just gonna spray it straight up with the Christmas spirit and see what happens. So let's put our clamp back on. I think we still have enough in here that we could spray. Okay, so I can tell you now, that's what it's supposed to look like when powder sticks to something. For whatever reason, the powder was not sticking to this thing. Is this thing hot? It's not even hot. So here was our first test piece. This is why I don't just start with stuff, you test out. I've never done this before, so we're learning. See, I like to show you guys that everything's not perfect. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, and I'm not afraid to admit that. A lot of people get on the internet and act like they know what they're doing and make themselves look like assholes per se, and I don't ever want to be looked at like that. So let's get this put in the oven. All right, so I just did some research on Prismatic Powder's website, and to my understanding, the Christmas Spirit is a transparent colored top coat. However the hell that word said, it's transparent but also colored. So the final finish comes from based off the base color. So I believe since the wrench I was powder coating was already like a chromish silver, maybe that's why it happened. I don't know, but maybe that's why the red still looked good on that punch. I don't know. I'm about ready to pull it out. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see how it is. That is not the color that I want. I don't know why it's such a like pinkish red. But I'm telling you guys, based off the website, that is not what that looks like. It's supposed to be a very, not dark, but a pretty dark, like maroonish red with a silver flake to it. And it does have the silver flake. It just also is a very pink color. Okay, so it still has to finish drying. Well, not drying, but finish curing. But I think we got it right this time. And I think I'm going to end up ordering another color because this one's still a little lighter than I would like. So what I did this go around is I did the polished aluminum first, let that cure, and then I hot flocked this color. And it worked a lot better, but it's still not the color red I'm looking for. I feel like this color is not going to look good underneath the truck. I could be wrong, but it's a very much pink color. If you guys watch Ryan Mayer, it kind of reminds me of the 7.3 that he's building. And I mean, nothing against him, but that's not the color I wanted underneath of it. It was supposed to be a deeper red with a heavy metallic flake. So I'll save this powder, I guess, for something else. And I'll order another color, and I might as well order some blue to go underneath this big truck, because the oven is big enough for the springs to fit in there. So we're going to do those. We're going to do the coil tower. We'll probably do the airbag spacer and all that, although I don't plan on keeping that underneath there forever. I'd like to do our coilovers, but it will look good for the time being. We'll be able to do our lift blocks in the back, our U-bolts, our mounts, our lift shackles. We'll be able to do all of that, so it will still look pretty good. We'll have some color underneath there, break some stuff up. I need to decide on a color for that, but like I said, the lug nut is a pretty cool color, but it's not a pink color to it. And based off Prismatic's website, it's not what it was supposed to look like. I'll throw up a picture on the screen, as well as from my phone right now. As you can tell, it was supposed to be lit a dark red, and I mean, I guess on camera those kind of look the same, but in person they're not the same at all. I was kind of expecting a dark red, not a pinkish red, but I guess it kind of fits the name Christmas Spirit. So guys, I'm gonna let this finish curing. I'll show you the final product here in just a couple minutes. Get this out in the light, and it is very gloomy today, so the lighting isn't the best. But the lug nut looks darker until you go at a different angle. Try not to drop it. Set it over here. So like this is like a pinkish red color, and this is like a little bit darker, but still not right. So like the top is almost brown, but if you change the angle you're looking at, let me get a light. So with a light, you guys can see how light colored that is. And then this is just about the same. This light's on a weird frequency for you guys with the GoPro. You guys can see the lines. So I might have already ordered a color by the time you guys see this video, because there's still a lot of honeymoon videos, walk around with Denver truck and everything. Still has to come out by the time I'm filming this. I did 2 weeks worth of footage. By the time you guys are seeing this, this is 2 weeks in the past. So I'll already have picked another color and ordered it, just because I want to get started on this as soon as possible. But if you guys would like to see anything new, I can always change the color. I can always repowder it. I can always do everything like that. So if you guys want to see a special color or anything, let me know down in the comments down below. And guys, if you learned anything, drop a like on this video. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like on this video. And I know a lot of YouTubers say it, but like 80% of you guys watch my videos and you guys are not subscribed. The other 20% of you, I love you. Thank you for hitting the button. But 80% of you guys, just take the couple seconds, hit the subscribe button. It completely changes the way YouTube promotes my channel, the type of content I can bring to you guys, because this is my job. This is what I do for a living. So if you guys help me, I can give you better content, which you guys will enjoy a whole lot more. So just hit the red button down below, subscribe to the channel, join the journey, learn some stuff with me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
I waited for someone to say